This theorem is very important for the public examination also, my dear students. Just I can give you one small example or application of this theorem, right? Here you are just standing here and this is the just building, that means your school building, just imagine, or else you can imagine it is a tree or something like that, or a flagpole, something like that, right? Here you are here, you are observing the top of the building. See, what is the triangle here? This is a right angled triangle. Here this angle is 90 degrees. In a triangle, if one angle is 90 degrees, that is called a right angled triangle. What about the other two angles? They are acute, of course, right? See, my dear students, here you are observing the top of the building here. Or just imagine here, one boy is just sitting here and you are observing your friend from here to here, right? See, you know the distance between A to C, and you already know that the distance between what to you and the foot of the building, that is some 3 meters. 3 meters, this is also in meters. So how do you find this AB? That means what is the height of the building? How do you find the height of the building? See, all these concepts, all these solutions you will find only in this Pythagoras theorem. Okay, my dear students. Okay. See, what is the statement of the Pythagoras theorem? Pythagoras theorem. In a right angled triangle, only in a right angled triangle, the square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. That means in a right angle triangle, I will take a right angle triangle. Listen carefully, my dear students. Please concentrate here and do practice also. Whatever I teach today or in my videos, please do practice. I request everyone, those who are watching, whether you like my videos or not, but please practice. I request only that one, right? So here this ABC is a right angle triangle. See, my dear students, in this right angle triangle, so what is the hypotenuse here? Hypotenuse means it is the side opposite to the right angle. It is side, this is AC, no? So this AC is opposite to the right angle. So it is called hypotenuse. This is hypotenuse. These are other two sides. So what are AB and BC are called other two sides. But it has only name. What is that name? Hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the longest side in a right angle triangle. Hypotenuse is the longest side. This is the longest side. See, you have used Pythagorean triplets also in class 8. So this is 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters, 5 centimeters. Here 1 root 2, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, root 2. There are like that many Pythagorean triplets also there. You have been used those Pythagorean triplets without knowing this proof of this Pythagorean theorem. Okay, my dear students. So here, this is a right angle triangle. This is the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse means what? It is exactly opposite to the right angle. This is not hypotenuse. This is not hypotenuse. This side is only the hypotenuse. These two are other two sides. Okay, right. And I told one more thing also. This is the longest side in a right angle triangle. That's why 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters. This is 5. Or this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. 5 centimeters means longest side. Longest side is opposite to the greater angle. Longest side is opposite to the greater angle. We have learned in inequalities in triangles. In previous class, I think. Right here, these two angles are acute angles. Acute angles means which are less than 90 degrees. Each angle is less than 90, but one angle is equal to right angle, that is equal to 90 degrees. Okay, my dear students. See, given, what is given here? In triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degrees. We know only one hint here. Here, what is that? Angle B is equal to 90 degrees. That means it is a right angle triangle. In every triangle, there is only existing one right angle. The other two angles are acute. Why? The sum of the three angles is 180 degrees. Okay. So here this is only right angle. The other two are acute. Now what is to be proved here? To prove, my dear students, to prove here the square of hypotenuse, that means AC square is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. That means AB square plus BC square. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Right. See here, we will make a construction here. To prove this theorem, let us make a construction here. What is the construction? Just draw BD which is perpendicular to AC. Draw BD which is perpendicular to AC. Just draw BD that is perpendicular to AC. So these two are perpendicular, that means which makes an angle 90 degrees. Okay, coming to the proof, my dear students. Proof. Here we take two triangles. It's very important, just keep it in your mind, this concept, and observe the order of the triangles, corresponding sides. Just you observe. In triangle ADB, in triangle ADB, in triangle ADB and triangle ABC, you have to take this order. It is very important. Just take this order only this order, ADB and ABC. Don't take ABD and ABC. Just take only ADB and ABC. See, in these two triangles, look here, ADB and ABC. Okay, here in these two triangles, angle A is equal to angle A. This is common angle. This is what? Common angle. Triangle ADB and triangle ABC, angle A is the common for triangle ADB and angle ABC. And moreover, angle ADB is equal to what? ADB is 90 degrees according to the construction, and angle ABC is also 90 degrees. This is equal to 90 degrees. See, from these two, what do you write? Triangle ADB is similar to triangle ABC. Why they are similar, my dear students? We have learned AAA similarity, no? Criterion of AAA similarity of triangles. So there, two angles of first triangle are equal to two angles of second triangle. Then the two triangles are what? Similar to each other. Therefore, triangle ADB and triangle ABC are similar. The reason is, since AAA similarity theorem, right? So whenever the two triangles are similar, the corresponding sides are proportional. That means AD by AB is equal to BD by BC is equal to AB by AC. These are the corresponding sides. AD by AB is equal to BD by BC is equal to AB by AC. So these are what? Corresponding sides. Corresponding sides are proportional. Corresponding sides are proportional. Okay. So my dear students, here AD by AB is equal to BD by BC is equal to AB by AC. Now here just you observe AD by AB, take AD by AB and AB by AC. Here it is AB, here also AB. Just remember like that. AD by AB and here also AB by AC. Just ignore this one, right? Take AD by AB is equal to AB by AC. AB by AC, right? By cross multiplication, AB into AB is equal to AD into AC. That is AB square is equal to AD times AC. This is equation number 1. Understand, my dear students? Here just I am taking AD by AB and AB by AC. See, by cross multiplication what? AD into AC is equal to AB into AB. AB into AB is AB square is equal to AD into AC. Okay, coming to the next step. Now, in the first step, we took triangle ADB and triangle ABC. ADB, ABC. Now, in the second step, that means in triangle BDC, what we have to take? Triangle BDC and triangle ABC. Here also you have to remember the order of the corresponding sides of the two triangles, BDC and ABC. Don't forget, my dear students, BDC and ABC. Right, in triangle BDC and triangle ABC, here also we have to prove that these two triangles are similar to each other. How do you prove here? I will write this angle C is equal to angle C, since common angle. This is the common angle, right? In triangle BDC and triangle ABC, this is the common angle. Am I right? Right. Now, next one is angle BDC is equal to what? BDC. This is 90 degrees. It is also equal to angle ABC. Both are equal to 90 degrees. Okay, BDC. Why BDC is 90 degrees? According to the construction, BD is perpendicular to AC. Why this angle ABC is 90 degrees? It is given in the statement. Okay, so from these two, my dear students, we can write triangle BDC is similar to triangle ABC. Why? Since AAA similarity, like this. Now, whenever the two triangles are similar, the corresponding sides are proportional. That means BD by AB is equal to CD by BC is equal to BC by AC. These are corresponding sides. Corresponding sides are proportional. Right. Now, observe here, my dear students. See, just ignore this BD by AB. Here CD by BC, BC by AC. BC, 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 BC. Okay, so take these two students, the last two fractions, ratios. That means CD by BC is equal to BC by AC. By cross multiplication, what we get here? BC into BC is equal to CD into AC. So BC into BC is what? BC square is equal to CD into AC. This is into. Okay, this is equation 2. So what is equation 1? AB square is equal to AD into AC. What is equation 2? BC square. BC square. What is adjacent of BC square? CD into AC. AB square. Equation 1 means what is the adjacent of AB square? AB is AD into AC. Right. Now, what we do here means just add equation 1 plus equation 2. Add equation 1 plus equation 2. Equation 1 and equation 2. What is equation 1? AB square plus here the equation 2. Right hand side is BC square. AB square plus BC square is equal to AD into AC plus here CD into AC. This is CD into AC. CD into AC. Right. AD into AC plus AD into AC plus CD into AC. CD into AC. Right. Okay. Now, AB square plus BC square, this is equal to, take AC as common here, AD into AC plus CD into AC. Take AC as common, that means AD plus CD. If you take AC as common, then what will be in the bracket? AD plus CD. Okay, my dear students, just observe the figure ABC triangle in right angle triangle. What is AD plus CD? AD plus CD is AC, isn't it? Right. That means AB square plus BC square is equal to AC into AC. The reason is since AD plus CD is equal to AC. Okay, now we have come to the conclusion. AB square plus BC square is equal to AC into AC means AC square. So AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. That means the square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. See, my dear students, this theorem, if you learn this theorem, then you can solve 3 or 4 sums in the coming exercise. Okay, same steps. Okay, so first thing I request to remember, the first point is take the triangles ADB, ABC and make it similar each other. The second step, what I told you to keep it in your mind, is BDC triangle and ABC triangle. Make it similar to each other. Okay, equation 1 also you remember. Sometimes you maybe miss these equations. So AB square, that means AD into AC. AB adjacent is AD into AC. BC square, second equation, this one also you can remember easily. BC square is equal to, the adjacent is CD into AC. So just add the two equations, AB square plus BC square is equal to AD into AC plus CD into AC. So that is AC into AC, that is AC square. So Pythagoras theorem. See, the statement says in a triangle, the square of one side is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides, then the angle opposite to the first side, that means one side, first side is right angle. This is the converse, is right angle. Converse means, I told you in the previous class also, that given part, if part will become then part, that then part will become if part. Okay, right. Here in the last theorem, it's very interesting. I love to teach this converse of Pythagoras theorem, very interesting one. Right, here in the last class we proved that this is right angle, one angle is right angle. So the sum of the squares of other two sides is equal to square of hypotenuse. But here it is given that, given in triangle ABC, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. This is given in triangle ABC. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. This is given. Okay. So what is to be proved here? Angle B is equal to 90 degrees. Okay. So we will make just a construction here. Not a construction, just I am drawing what is given here. In triangle ABC, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. This is given. Okay. It's not given angle B is equal to 90 degrees. That we have to prove. We have to prove that angle B is equal to 90 degrees. Okay, my dear students, just listen carefully. Right, here construction is very important here. Construction. This construction is like a heart of this theorem. Heart. Okay, here just I will draw a right angle triangle. Draw or construct, not draw, construct triangle PQR. We construct triangle PQR. This is right angle triangle. How do you construct this right angle triangle here? This is important. Construction is very important. Construct triangle PQR such that, how do you prove this? We need three measurements, three independent measurements to construct a triangle, you know, right? That means angle Q is equal to 90 degrees. This angle Q is 90 degrees and AB and PQ are equal. AB and PQ are equal. Next one is BC is equal to QR. BC is equal to QR. Here I have constructed triangle PQR. How do you construct this? AB and PQ are equal and this BC is equal to QR and this angle Q is equal to 90 degrees. Angle Q is equal to 90 degrees. I hope you understand this construction. Just I had draw a triangle PQR. This is a right angle triangle. So this AB and PQ lengths are equal, that is first measurement. This PC and QR are equal, that is second measurement. And third one is this angle Q is 90 degrees. Okay, right. Now, coming to the proof. Students, what is the name of this triangle? PQR. It is a right angle triangle. What is the name of this triangle ABC? We don't know. It is not right angle triangle, but we have to prove that, right? Okay, so this triangle is a right angle triangle. So in triangle PQR, since this angle Q is equal to 90 degrees, so we can apply what? Pythagoras theorem. Right angle triangle, linear right angle triangle. The square of hypotenuse, PR square is equal to PQ square, sum of the squares of other two sides, that means PQ square plus QR square, right? So this PR square is equal to, instead of this PQ, what do you write? AB. Why? According to the construction. So this is AB square. Instead of this QR, what do you write? BC. So this is BC square. Okay, so PR square is equal to, see my dear students, why I have used this PQ and AB are equal, since construction, this is construction. PQ and AB are equal, QR and BC are equal. So instead of this PQ, I have taken AB square, QR square means BC square. Okay, see my dear students, in given AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. That means instead of this AB square plus BC square, what do you write? AC square. So AB square plus BC square, you can write AC square. That means PR square is equal to what? PR square, here also again I am writing this step, is equal to AC square. Therefore PR is equal to what? AC. PR and AC are equal. Here these two are equal, squares. So PR is equal to AC. See my dear students, we know that AB and PQ are equal. AB and PQ are equal. Why? According to the construction. And BC and QR are also equal. Why? This is also construction according to the construction. Right. Therefore, then we can say that these two triangles are similar, congruent. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. These two triangles are congruent. Why they are congruent? According to yes congruency rule. What is yes congruency rule? In two triangles, the three sides of first triangle are respectively equal to the three sides of the second triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. Very good, right? According to this SSS similarity. Okay, good. But I will write only angle B and angle Q are equal. Angle B and angle Q are equal. Why they are equal? According to CPCT. If two triangles are congruent, then the corresponding parts of the congruent triangles are equal. That means angle B and angle Q are equal. See, my dear students, what is angle Q? According to the construction, this angle Q is 90 degrees. Therefore, this angle B is also 90 degrees. Hence, it is proved. Now, what is the triangle? Name of the triangle ABC, my dear students? Right angle triangle. Why it is right angle? Since one angle is 90 degrees. So, this is the proof of the converse.